In this video we're going to take a look at this portable fire pit from Lifedoo. I'm also going to show you a couple little camping recipes, so stick around. Hey everybody, what's going on? My name's Andrew. This is my YouTube channel, Touring Midwest, and yeah, we're cooking up some food on this little portable fire pit. Now obviously I've got snow, I can't even get to my fire pit right now, so having this little portable one right here is kind of nice for some little wood fire cooking. Got a couple different recipes going on here. I'm going to show you how I put these together, but I want to show you a little bit about the Lifedoo portable fire pit. Alright, so we'll get back to the cooking segment of this video in just a minute, but I wanted to show you what this thing looks like when it's all packed down. It comes apart in 4 parts, and this is them all stacked together right here. So as you can see, it's very low profile, it's very much packable. If you're in a vehicle like a car or a truck, or keep it in your camper or something like that. This is not going to be good for backpacking or for motorcycle touring, and here's why. Even though like on a Harley Davidson Road Glide Ultra like I've got with the tour pack, this would fit in the tour pack no problem. But my dilemma is not even a dilemma really. My argument is this is 20 pounds worth of metal right here. That's a lot of weight to have in your tour pack just for this. As far as anything else, travel wise, this is going to be really good because it just will not take up much room at all. Another good use for something like this is maybe at your house you don't have a dedicated space for a fire pit necessarily, but occasionally on a nice summer evening or something like that you might want to sit in your driveway or in your backyard and have a fire. Well, you've got this in your garage, it's not taking up any space at all. You can just pull it out and put it together. I'm going to set it up real quick so you can see how to do that. And I think for those situations this is a good setup. So all you do is you take your side plate and your front or rear plate, I guess, just like so. Just fits together. Get your other side plate. Same thing. It's just going to slide in there like that. And then your other large plate is going to go right in here like so. Slam. And that's it. That's all there is. And you've got a little fire pit here. So we're going to get back to the cooking segment of this video, and then I'm going to come back at the end and give you kind of my final opinion on this thing and what I think about it after I actually burn in it. So yeah, let's head back outside. Alright y'all, we are back here. We've got this food just sizzling away. And again, what I've got going on here is I've got a couple packets with bacon. This packet's got the burger with the onion, and then I've got the little pudgy pie iron going over here with another burger. I need to go grab my tongs. And these have just been on for probably 5 or 10 minutes, but I'm going to be checking these to make sure we're not burning our bacon. I just flipped the pudgy pie iron for that burger, and I'm going to go ahead and just flip this burger here. I didn't have the burger directly on the heat, so I'm not sure how well it's cooking. And this is a pretty small little portable fire pit, which is kind of the benefit of it, right? So you probably won't actually do all this cooking on here, but I just thought it would be fun, and I was hungry. So you get it. You get it. So I've got the burgers 2 ways, and if you want to see what I'm having for dessert, check out my Patreon page. I'm going to put the video on there just specially for my patrons. So in this cooking segment, I'm going to show you how to do kind of a bacon cheeseburger 2 different ways. So first of all, I've got 2 little patties formed here. I'm going to move one off to the side for now. I'm just going to focus on this. take our burger there, hit it with a little bit. I'm just going to use a little bit of salt and pepper. Actually, quite a bit of salt and pepper. Hit it with some salt and pepper. You feel free to use whatever seasonings you want to use. Another really popular one would be like a SPG, salt, pepper, garlic. But if you've got a favorite grilling seasoning for burgers and steaks, just go ahead and use that. After we season that up a little bit, just set that baby aside. And I want to do some onion. So I'm going to set that over here. And just because I'm waiting for the fire to get hot, I'm going to go ahead and cut up this avocado. That's our avocado. And then I'm going to slice up a little bit of tomato too. Like some tomato on my burger. What else would you put on your burger if this was yours? Bacon? That's right. We're going to cook up some bacon on the fire as well. Do you cook with the shiny side or the flat side? I don't know. Curious. Now what I kind of like to do is, especially if I was out camping, I would probably just cook up this whole package. And then I'd have some Ziploc bags with that I could just put the leftover bacon in. And that's going to last pretty good in like a cooler or whatever for a couple days. Now you could just throw your bacon right in with your burger pack, but it might not cook right, so I just prefer to do my bacon separately. Okay, so headed back to our burger here. All I'm going to do for this one is throw some of our onion on here. Okay, and you know how onions cook down, so, and if not, if there's too much onion afterwards, you just take some off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just hit it with a little bit of butter. A pretty good amount of butter. Alright, just plop that right on top of the onion. Alright, this isn't really proper cooking conditions, but then again, if you were camping, it probably won't be a proper cooking condition either. So, what we're going to do is we're going to fold these packets up, just like so. You can make an individual one for anyone that you're camping with. Roll up the sides. We want to lock everything in there, right? Now another variation on this, if you want to, you could get a potato and cut up and throw in here, carrots, asparagus, green beans, whatever you want in here. I mean, you could literally cook this all together. Give it a shot. I don't know about you, but I like cheese on my burger. So here's kind of a hot tip. If you're on a camping trip, maybe you're not going to eat a whole block of cheese. You don't want to have to bring that home with you. So a good alternative is like string cheese. Now the nice thing about this is they're individual and they're individually sealed. So if you have these in your cooler, ice melts, the cheese is going to be protected. It's not going to get wet and get that nastiness going on. So string cheese is a really nice idea. Single serve. And it's totally up to you whether you want to shred pieces off for your burger, or if you have a knife, you could just slice, like so. But just being able to shred some cheese, get your string cheese. Look at that. That looks good, right? I think we need to actually have some. And I just handled bacon before I handled my cheese, so, you know, but that's camping life. Another good option would be like these Baby Bell cheeses. They're also sealed up, not only in this plastic, but in a wax. So this stuff, and string cheese too, that lasts a super long time. And you could actually even keep this out of a cooler for a couple days and it's going to be fine. String cheese is just, you're golden. So if you have some Baby Bell cheese, it's in this, it's sealed up in wax. So I mean, this is great for camping, great for motorcycle camping. Such a good idea. And then you can just slice. It's not going to be pretty, but that's not bad, right? Our food is prepped for this meal, so let's go ahead and get our bacon and our burger cooking. Okay, I told you we were going to show you how to do burgers 2 ways, and we are. Now the second way I have not yet tried, but I think it's going to work. So it's an experiment, and I'm going to show you guys either way. Can you hear that bacon sizzling out there? I don't know if you can or not, but we got our packets on the grill. So if you've been watching my content for a little while, you've probably heard me mention pudgy pie irons a couple times. Now I found that a lot of people haven't heard of pudgy pies, so I did a little bit of research. And they're also called hobo pies or jaffers. I think that might be an Australian term, jaffers. The blokes I was listening to were from Australia in that video. But it's all the same thing. Now normally these are going to make a pudgy pie and you're going to make sandwiches with them. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to try and cook a burger in one of these jaffer pie irons. Jaffer pie. In one of these pudgy pie irons. And you can either use cooking spray, like a butter flavored cooking spray, or you can just use butter, whatever you prefer, or an oil, olive oil, whatever you want. I'm just trying to think of things that would be easy to have with when you're camping. Also, there's going to be grease in the burger, so. And this is basically just a cast iron pan, so I don't see any reason why this won't work. So we're going to do that. Then all we need to do is just fold this up like so. And clamp her down. These poles got a little bit bent. And then we're just going to go set this on the fire. Be careful when you're handling these because the bacon grease especially will be quite hot. And if you happen to spill some in the fire, it's going to flare up. More than likely. Well, okay, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. But it could, okay? I do have a fire extinguisher nearby just in case. Now this one was on the bottom, so like this end of the bacon is fairly crispy and the other end is barely cooked. So we're going to toss that back on there. And just get that cooked up. So I think everything's got a little ways to go. I'm going to go wash my hands and we'll get back to this. This pudgy pie iron hasn't been in here for very long at all, but I don't know how fast it's going to cook. We're getting grease all over the place. I just want to take a peek. Oh yeah, that's coming together. Okay. Just kind of sizzling away there. And I think that's going to be done pretty quick here. Let's flip her over. Oh yeah, that's looking good. You really got to love it when a plan comes together. So I'm going to leave the pudgy pie iron on, or the cooking iron, whatever, I don't know what you want. Pie iron, I think people were calling it. We always call them pudgy pie irons. We used to do this kind of stuff all the time when I was a kid. Now traditionally we do pizza pudgy pies and then like an apple pudgy pie for dessert. And I'm going to do recipes for that too, just in case you haven't seen them from somebody else yet. I just think we're not quite hot enough and I'm choking out the fire with all this stuff on it. But I do want to get it all cooked. Wonder if I go this way. Get it off the heat a little bit. Try to get some air going to those coals so they stay nice and hot. So one thing nice about this little portable fire pit is when the V's go together, it does leave a little gap at the bottom, so there is some room for airflow. Now, I've got this resting in snow because this is my driveway, so the air is not really getting up there the way that it should be. And it's probably much too hot to touch right now. Unfortunately, I can't really test that feature, but I'm quite certain it would work because airflow coming up would definitely help keep some flame going here, some heat going. So I've kind of moved this bacon aside. It's still here, so it's staying sort of warm, but I want to cook this other bacon and then we can get that off and then we'll focus on this one. That pudgy pie burger turned out really good. I actually took it out of the pudgy pie iron for now. I wrapped it in tin foil to kind of keep it warm so we can move on to the next part of our project. Just gonna kind of try to wipe some of the burger out of here. And I'm gonna do the same to the other side. All right, we've moved back inside because frankly it's fairly cold outside and that food's still cooking, and we have more to do. All right, so this version of the cheeseburger that we're doing showed how to cook it, but let's put it together, right? So this is going to be kind of a patty melt sort of thing. And what we're going to do is we're just going to butter our bread here. I'm using white bread because I like white bread. Hopefully there's other people out there that like white bread. You can use whatever color bread you want. No judgment here, okay? Put a nice bit of butter on there. And then we're just going to place that right in the pudgy pie iron. Can you? Yeah, you can see that. Sure. Butter side down, right? And then we're going to open up this burger that I wrapped up in the tin foil after taking it out of the pudgy pie iron. This is how that turned out. Steamy. I'm going to place that right in there like so. We're going to put some onion on there. And then what kind of cheese do we want? Let's try that Baby Bell cheese on this one. Patty melts generally have white cheese. Patty melts are also generally made on, what, rye bread? Marble rye or something like that? We're not doing that here. Not today. Let's put a good amount of cheese on here, because cheese is delicious. I think that's probably good. We don't want it to gush out. Gush. Put some more butter on this piece. Cooking with Touring Midwest. Did you guys ever think this would happen? This is good. Hopefully once things warm up here we'll be able to get outdoors and actually do some legitimate camp cooking. I wanted to last year when Gavin and I went out camping. Gavin's my son, for those of you who don't know. Everything is getting cold. So cold. But spring is right around the corner. So we're going to put that piece of bread on top of there just like that. Can you guys see this? What's happening here? Anyway, I wanted to try and do some camping or some recipes on that trip, but it got super late the first night we were there. And honestly, I can't remember if I showed anything else or not. But I know I didn't actually do any legit tutorials or anything like that. Now this is ready to go on the fire and get cooked up. You want to know my thoughts on the Lifedoo portable fire pit. It's not a bad little fire pit. You're not going to be able to get a huge raging fire out of it because it is fairly small, but that's kind of the point of it, right? I think it would be great for your house if you didn't have a designated fire pit area or a patio with a fire pit in it. If you just want to set it up in your driveway some evening or in your yard, I think it's absolutely great for that. It doesn't take up any room in your garage or your shed, so that's fantastic. It would work very good for car camping. Keep it in your camper. It won't take up any space, and you'd have it with you if you were ever camping in a place that didn't have a designated fire pit. Some places will allow fires if you have something to contain them in, so this would be really good for that. I can't see it being used for backpacking or motorcycling because, again, that 20-pound weight is just too much for either one of those activities. For those types of things, walk-in sites, I don't think so. I don't think so. It is very sturdy, constructed very well. I feel like it would last for a very, very long time. It's got a nice coating on it. I think it's a good investment as long as you're aware ahead of time that though it is portable, it's not super portable because of the weight, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think it's a nice little fire pit. And like for me tonight, when I couldn't even get to my fire pit because there's like 2 feet of snow in my yard still, it worked really, really good for just setting up out in my driveway. So there you go. Alright, well, we just checked the patty melt pudgy pie and that wasn't quite toasty enough. I took the bacon off and it turns out it's a good thing I did 6 pieces because this is what I've got left for about 4 pieces. It did get burnt. Got burnt pretty good. Got the fire too hot the second time around. So we're going to check on this little tinfoil wrap burger and hope for the best. Oh yeah, this actually looks pretty good now. Oh, the onions are cooked up nice. Burger looks pretty good. Oh yeah, it smells delicious. Actually, everything kind of just smells like a campfire because I've got the campfire pit right outside the garage, so the whole house is probably going to smell like campfire now. We should cut this guy open, huh? Get a close-up of that. See how this burger looks. Just going to cut her right in half. Oh yeah. Nice. Couple slices of bread here. You could use buns, but I'm just using bread. Take some of that string cheese that we peeled off earlier. Get that on here. Now if you want, you could open up the tin foil after it's about done cooking and just actually melt the cheese over it. I'm going to use the rest of this baby bell cheese on here as well. But actually my original plan was to put this in the pudgy pie iron as well and toast it up a bit, but everything's taken so long. So here's a clearer look at these sandwiches. This is the patty melt, the pudgy pie patty melt right here. So good. This is the other sandwich I threw together. Just, oh, absolutely delicious. Put some tomato and avocado on here. And bacon. Amazing. Quick, easy meals. Done a couple different ways. If you appreciated this video or found it helpful or useful, informative, entertaining, please hit that thumbs up button. Yes, turn that thumbs up button blue. I love that. If you haven't done so already and you would like to see more from Touring Midwest, please consider subscribing and don't forget to ring the bell. That's going to keep you updated and notified every time I upload a new video or go live. You don't want to miss that. Down here I'm going to put a link to that Patreon I was telling you about, patreon.com/touringmidwest. Check that out again for other videos that you can't find just anywhere, only over there. If you'd like to see another video from me right away and you just can't wait, I'm going to put a playlist right here with a handful of awesome videos and amazing content for you to check out. And if that's not cool enough for you, down here is a video that YouTube thinks you might like. I don't know what it is, could be anything. It's chosen just for you, so hopefully you enjoy it. Hey, stay safe out there as always. Die with memories, not regrets. Live your life to the absolute fullest. Hopefully we can create some memories right here on Touring Midwest. We'll catch you in the next video.